Hello. Wait, today's Thursday. I was almost going to say happy Wednesday, and then I realized that clearly I was missing a day in there. But hello, everyone. I am Rebecca from ChemKnits, and tonight I am going to be unboxing the February Paradise Fibers Fiber of the Month Club, which they generously sent to me for free. And then I also have another Paradise Fibers package that I purchased from them to open up that is related to their January club box, because there was something in there and I had to get more of related things. And then after all that, then I'll show some of the yarn that I just listed in my own Etsy shop. So I am very, very excited, and I'm going to double check the audio. Their January. Yes, and the audio is working. Hello. Hello. Yeah, so Paradise Fibers sends me their Fiber of the Month Club every month for free for me to unbox and share. And I do have an affiliate link, which is in the video description and pinned in the chat, which means I do earn commissions if you sign up. But I can genuinely really say how much I love this fiber subscription. It is something that I think is very accessible to newer spinners and more experienced spinners, because there's a variety of not only fiber blends and fiber types, but in terms of all more natural colors versus sometimes there's space dyed fibers, blended things, and there's just a lot, so that way you can play around with different types of spinning different types of fibers and different types of colors to then learn what you may like. And I know that when I first started spinning, I joined not Paradise Fibers, but I had joined a fiber club that did a variety of different fiber contents, and I found that incredibly helpful for learning how to spin. And I found that there were sometimes I would get a colorway I wasn't super excited for, so I would push myself and try a spinning technique or try something really different to just practice. And some of those yarns ended up being some of my absolute favorites, even though I didn't think I liked the colors to begin with. And so it was fun, and I enjoyed that opportunity to take some more risks. But hello! Yay! Yes, I am live right now. And trying to wait, no, it won't let me shrink that. That is too bad. But yeah, so that's the plan for tonight. And I don't know if you've tried this, but this is what I'm drinking. It is like a sparkling water that has like raspberry and lime juice in it. So good. So good. But yes, I need to figure out which one should I open first. Should I do the Fiber Club, or should I revisit last month's Fiber Club and open up what I ordered myself? You ended up using the Halloween one from last year. Use it to practice chain plying because you weren't super happy with the colors. Yeah, because sometimes like I would get a colorway that I really loved, and I was like, ooh, I don't know what I want to do with that. And so I'd sort of save it. And then, I'd save it and then not get to it. And so there was one that it wasn't quite rainbow, but it had like some purples and oranges in it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do a single ply yarn, but sort of like pull like different colors together. And I got this barbel pole yarn that I ended up making a hat for my kid, and it's one of my favorite like yarns ever. And so I was like, oh, well, that worked out. Did I dye my top? No, this was an Old Navy, and I was like, I kind of want. When I saw that, I was like, I probably could do something like that, but this is awesome, and I want it. I do think, because of the way like the threads are and stuff, I do think that it was dyed after it was sewn together versus because of the way everything like lines up on the shoulder and stuff. Open last month's first? No, oh, so I've opened last month's already. I have a stream with that, but I bought some more of something from last month. So it's oh no, I went out of focus. Okay, camera. Basically, I bought some more of one of the fibers. Okay, camera, are you gonna do it? Nope, I'm gonna have to manually fix it. I look over and I'm blurry because I'm moving too much. Camera control, focus. There we go. I'm like, I can manually fix it. New package, please. You're curious what color? Ooh. Okay, so I'll do a combination in the middle. So I will show something from last month's package that really excited me and that inspired me to get more. So last month they have this glitter merino fiber that I don't think I screamed, but I almost screamed when I saw it. And let's see. Oh no, where is the... So it's this glitter merino and stellina blend, and it is 30% stellina. And I think this is the silver color that is sold out, the white and silver color. And you can just see how sparkly it is. I got a few other colors of it, and so I'll open that after I do this month's club. But this was included in the January club, and I will be dyeing it at some point. Clearly, I have to. I have to dye it. It is unbelievable. But I lost... Oh, there's a little baggie. Okay, I'm going to just set it there. So, and I brought that over so I can compare. I didn't buy more silver, but I bought some of the other colors. But all right, this, and it's very squishy. This is the January Fiber of the Month. No, it's February now. This is the February Fiber of the Month Club box. And the Fiber of the Month Club starts at $34.99, which includes shipping within the continental US. And you get, I would say, between 4 to 8 ounces of fiber plus some fun extras. There's almost always a vinyl sticker with a fun sheep pun. Often there's tea and some kind of progress keeper and some project suggestions and a newsletter and more. So it is a lot of fun. And so it's February. So I'm like, okay, ice cream. I'm like, is it going to be sweets related? Because I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what last February was. Oh, I see some pink. First little glance, I see some pink and some blue. Ooh, this does actually look very candy-like. Aha, and our theme is Candyland. Candyland. Ooh, so there's a merino blends, and let's see. We've got a little treat bag with candy decorations, and there's more fiber. Okay, I wonder if one looks a lot bigger than the other. I wonder if it's the same, but we will look at that. But yeah, they include little themes, like with the bags and everything. That's really cute. Let's look at the fiber before I read what the fiber is. Ooh. Okay. We've got like a deep teal, and then it's hard to know because of the pink if it's a purple or a navy. There is lavender, I would say a bright pink, like a magenta, and then purple, I think. It's either like a little bit of navy, so some of the pink is showing through, or it is purple. I love this color. This is beautiful, beautiful. And you can see how these colors are going through. This is so cool. This is so cool. So you could totally draft this in a way that things would like barber pull a bit, or you could draft it in a way that the colors blend more. This is awesome. I don't really have a good way to blend fibers myself. I technically have 2 hand carders, but the only thing I successfully did was shred my skin. Also, there's like, I don't know how to clean them because it got some like oil residue on the fiber I was trying to play with. Ooh, so in contrast with this one, there's an icy one. And this has the same, now I'm not sure if I want to call that a lavender. Maybe it's a pale pink. But the lightest color in here is present. Oh no. Okay. The lightest color in here is also present in this one. So the two go really well together. This one has a lavender, a pale pink, maybe a gray, and like a pastel blue. So it's very, very pretty, very, very subtle. Because if you look at it from far away, it almost just looks lavender. Whereas this one, you can feel the, like go way far back, you can feel that it's still very multicolored. But so, very cotton candy-esque. Okay, let's see what they actually are. Ooh. Okay, so we've got about 4 ounces of each of them. And so the colorways are called Bubblegum Surprise and Twirl. And, okay, so it's 23 micron merino wool top. And so this is lavender, dreamy blues, soft pink swirl together. Okay, so I was pretty close with the, well, I mean, I'm describing the colors. But sometimes when you see things blend, it's hard to tell if there's more colors. The inspiration from this was found over at the Gumdrop Mountains and through the lollipop whirls where the peaks of ice cream swirls cradle the snowflake lair. Oh, that is so cute. So, so cute. And so this one, so that the pastel is Twirl, and this one is Bubblegum Surprise. Pops of turquoise, fuchsia. Oh yeah, I said it was more of a teal. Maybe it is turquoisey. The light in here is very yellow. Turquoise fuchsia mixed with deep violet, cotton candy pink, and soft lavender. It's candy inspired. Again, 23 micron wool top, another 4 ounces. Yeah, it's very, very smooth. Awesome. Very, very cute. And so one other thing is that it looks like this month there's just 2 colors that everyone is getting. Sometimes there's a range of colors, and Fiber Club members get 10% off full price fiber purchases. There's a code on your little sheet. And if you want more of the fiber that was in your club box, you can get access to it before they list it on their website. Just send them an email and you can like place an order through email or over the phone. And so that's really cool. Oh, yes, thank you. I was like, oh no, my focus. But these are super cute. Okay, I want to look at the extras, but although actually this, I mean, maybe this bag isn't specifically Candyland, but the colors and the candy on it are giving me huge Candyland vibes. I did want to show, I'm like just reading some of it, but they show some examples of the fiber spun, and it is really beautiful. Like, it's beautiful how, like, with blended fibers, you can both get something so tonal from the pastel when you have colors that are all really, really close. But then when you have a little bit more contrast, you can get something very, like, variegated and rich. And there's also a project suggestion. It's a felted entrelac bag, which is really cute and shows, like, another example of how the yarn spun up can look, which is very, very cool. But I'm like, I'm really excited by actually both of them. Yeah, they're both fairly purpley, but let's look at our extras. Okay. It had a silver little twist tie. Silver twist tie. And let's see. Ooh! A Sugar Rush pen. So it's is the pen itself green? Do I have any paper? I mean, I have a, okay, try not to spill. Let's see. Okay, so my pen, which I can't show it because that would show my address. This is like a green glitter. Yes, a green glitter gel pen, which there might be other colors because there's a different color pen on the card that tells me what's in here. The fiber, it's merino, 23 micron merino with color blends. Let's see. What else we got in here? Feels like a, ooh, what's this? Bundle of flashcards for yarn samples and project tracking. Uh-oh, I dropped that. Oh, cute. Okay, so these are like little, so I got orange flashcards. I see, and the cardboard on either side is to kind of keep it together. And so you could like wrap yarn around it or something, and it has like a little jump ring. That's really cute. That's really cute. I don't know. I'm not good at keeping swatches of like dye recipes or anything like that, but it's a fun idea for keeping track of projects and things like that. I may use it for something else, but I think that that's a really cute thing to include. Let's see. I mean, I see a spoiler of what my stash tea is this month, and I don't think I've tried one like this. Or maybe I have. I'll have to look through. I have like a bin of my stash teas, but it's a chocolate mint tea, which I'm very, very curious. So it looks like it's got oolong tea, peppermint, natural chocolate flavor, some cocoa powder, and carob powder. And so that's pretty exciting. And we've got, we've got a little candy heart, Be Mine progress keeper. It's super cute. It's like it's plastic, I think, or resin or something. It's super, super cute. And then we've got a queen. But what's the okay, it's Princess Louie, Lewelly, vinyl sheep sticker. I love these. I still like, I have, so whenever I film in front of like the bare yarn upstairs, which isn't that often because normally I don't want to bother bringing the camera up, but right off camera I have a little bucket where I keep my stickers, and I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna put them yet, because I want them on something that like maybe a binder is what I should do, because a notebook, like, I fill up notebooks, and so then I would be sad. But this is really, really cute, and very like candy and just fun, and popping these back in. But yeah, I'm now, a lot of months are blending together, but this is really fun. I'm trying to remember the last time. We've had some blends recently where we had multiple fiber types blended together, like wool and silk and things like that. And so it's fun to have something where the blend is just color. And so that's sort of what I'm talking about, that sometimes you'll get a natural colored wool. It'll be all one breed. And I mean, then sometimes I dye it, which is really, really fun. But then other times you get different types of colorways. And even these two would be such an experience, spinning one after the other and just seeing how the yarn feels up by playing with the color and how you decide to blend it. Because you could even divide this in half, and then on one, you could try to make more of a variegated yarn by sort of not pulling it apart, but like you could pull and pre-draft a section that's mostly teal or one that's mostly pink. And then on the other ply, you could intentionally draft from multiple colors at once to get something more blended together, and then ply that together. And that would be really, really fun. And so there's just so many ways that you can play with it. And I love that. So the pen is scented. Oh, very, very subtle maybe. Or maybe I'm just smelling chocolate mint. I don't know. I have a pretty sensitive nose and I barely noticed the scent. But it may be there. It may be there. And oh yeah, subscribe and give the video a like if you are enjoying this. Okay, but let's go through my other box. I do want to put these away carefully. Oh, and I can just show you their website. But I enjoy, like, I like the puns and the names and the themes. It's just a lot of fun. Yeah, so here is the Fiber of the Month Club page, which I have not clicked on. There we go. And so, yeah, it's open for new members, and it's $34.99 a month if you are in the US. It's a little more expensive because it doesn't include shipping if you're in Alaska, Hawaii, or up in Canada, and for other international customers. And so, yeah, but you can see, and if you try to, if your country isn't listed when you try to check out, just send them a message to see if it's possible to ship to you. But it's a really, really fun club, and I enjoy, like, the elements that they pull together every month to make it just whimsical and fun. And I think this just arrived yesterday, but I just remember sitting and wondering, like, ooh, okay, ice cream. I'm like, what themes have we had in the past? Because they also mix it up a lot. And so I'm like, all right, well, one time there was a birthday one and there were cupcakes. And then, yeah, so I was just trying to think through to try to guess. And so that's just really, really fun. I do my best with this and any other, like, mystery things I open to avoid spoilers as much as possible because I want to be surprised. Yeah, I believe you can also get, yes. Oh, camera. It doesn't like me moving. Here we go. Maybe I'll just leave that. Actually, no. I'll just say, okay. No, I was going over here. Okay, so they actually have 3-month, 6-month, 9-month subscriptions that you can sign up for. So you can either give it as a gift or ask for it as a gift. And so you can have, like, a limited, like, you know what I mean, like a shorter subscription versus like a continuous, your billed every month kind of thing. But it's a lot of fun. Okay, I'm setting this aside because now I desperately, it was hard to know what I was more excited to open. I was really excited to open the February club because I didn't know what was in there. But the Sparkle Friend, I know what's in here. But there's a difference between the pictures that we can see on the website and what we may see in person. Okay, so for example, no. Where's the silver? This is the picture of the silver. And, like, this is what we have. Like, the picture just doesn't do justice to the beautiful sparkle. But in addition to silver stellina, there's gold, there's bronze, which I have, like, a wool to die for yarn that has bronze stellina in it, and I haven't dyed that yet, but bronze is exciting. There's red. I don't think I got red. There's blue. There's violet, which I think is like an Angelina that is like violet and blue. There's green. There's icicle, which is more of a green, orange, and yellow kind of color. And then there's a multicolored one, which just looks like loads of fun. And so I'm very excited. Now, this is very expensive. So 4 ounces is $34, probably because of all the sparkle. It's 30% sparkle. And if you're one of my ChemKnits patrons, I did a behind the scenes like live stream for patrons today. And what I dyed was, was the fiber content only 5% Angelina, but I dyed the diamond stock blend that I talked about, I think, last week because I wanted to see. And the Angelina, at least as far as I can tell right now, held up amazingly through the dyeing process. And like, it's basically, it's like a unicorn skin nail polish with the iridescence. And so like, oh wait, do I have nail swatches. Okay. Okay, because I am a little bit of a dork. What's really fun with this, okay, I think that this one is similar, is that next to white, the Angelina is like really, really subtle and you maybe don't really see it. But over a dark color, like the iridescence like pops. And so like it's dyeing these is going to be a lot of fun. Like a lot of fun. Okay, so let's open this. Okay. Let's see. Aw. Oh, they did something really nice and I didn't even ask them. So you remember how in January my stitch marker... So Paradise Fibers, thank you for watching. So I think my stitch marker last month was missing something. So I think they, like a little jewel fell off. And like, I didn't really mind. I'm still gonna use that one. But I think they just sent me a replacement. Which means they watched the stream because I didn't mention it. When I was like, I cried. So that, therefore they knew it was me that placed the order. Because I was like, I cried out when I saw this base in the Fiber of the Month Club box. I'm so excited to see other colors, was the note I left. But so this was the Progress Keeper from last month. It's like a little cube. Well, it's not like, it's a little cube, and on each side there's a little like rhinestone. And so it's mega, mega sparkly and super, super cute. And mine, one of the rhinestones had fallen out. But so that was very sweet. Very, very sweet of them. Okay, but let's look. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here is the white and violet. And oh man. Okay. I don't think that this one's going to show. Oh, but you can see it. I'm like, I don't think this one's going to show up nearly as well on camera because of what I was kind of trying to explain with the nail polish. And that it gives like a super subtle iridescence with white. But if I were to dye this black, then you would see purple and blue pops like really shine. I think that the fiber that I just dyed had a little bit of both the ultraviolet, which is now blown out, and the white. But not nearly as much. Oh my God. Not nearly as much. Okay, I don't know if this is going to show up well on camera. Okay, but so the ultraviolet, you can kind of see the little bit more blue sparkle that it really looks like it's glowing under a black light. And then the other one, oh dear, I'm like backwards there. You can see the orange and the green like a little bit. Oh man. Yeah. Please dye it black, maybe even live. I mean, I'm definitely going to dye these. Wait, where's the... Okay, I want to remember which one's which. Okay, we've got Icicle, and we've got Violet. I did end up getting 5. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Rainbow, I think... You know, it's hard to say. Because I pull this out and I'm like, oh, it's got gray wool. But I don't think... It may not. It may just be because of all the color in it. Oh my gosh. This definitely... So I don't think it has all of them. I would say that maybe I just see red, blue, and green in it. But, I mean, check out that sparkle. Like, this is amazing. So I will say that the sparkle fibers are all very soft. It's not as soft as just the merino. Like, this is softer. But these are so unique that like my jaw dropped. So I think, I'm trying to get a handle on the wool color. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible that it's gray. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, that's the rainbow. Oh, did I end up not going for gold? Okay, I went for white with bronze. So I was curious. Okay, so when I had the yarn from Wool to Die For with bronze stellina, and actually, so this is shiny to me. It almost shines like red a little bit, but I think on camera it's not looking nearly as sparkly as some of the others where you can see some of that shine more. So maybe that is just a feature of the bronze. Oh my gosh. Like, this is okay. So I got 5. I was like, I don't remember how many I got. I think I ended up not doing gold because I'm like, given that I'm only gonna buy like a few of them, I didn't want to, like, they'll probably be combined into a project somehow. But can you imagine even just like spinning each of these and applying it together and having a sparkle yarn with different colors sparkle on each of the plies? Like, my mind is blown. Or having a ply with that is so sparkly and then having one with no sparkle. Like, that would even be amazing. Like, oh my God. This is really, really cool. So again, with these deeper colored stellinas, the fiber, and so here's like the blue versus the silver and the bronze with 30% of the sparkle fiber. You can see it's definitely coloring the wool itself, or at least changing the perceived color of the wool. But these ones with the like Angelina still look white. This is unbelievable. Like, amazing, so unique. I've never seen anything like it. Okay. I gotta do a little spoiler. I'll be right back. Hey, Ryder, he's probably upstairs. Okay, so this, still wet. But can you see some of that color in there, like the streaks of purple, and then some of the green, which at like certain angles that more green color shifts orange. Let me see if I can change. It's wet, so that's why I'm no, focus. Oh, maybe not. I mean, you can see some hints of like the flash of orange and stuff. It's really cool. So this is just with navy, and this is one that was just 5% of the Angelina. So that had a combination of the two colors from both of these. And the colors pop against like a dark color, and it's unbelievable. So you can see I was nervous because apparently Angelina can melt. You can like heat fuse it to itself or something. Maybe it's slightly different, but I was nervous that it would melt or lose its luster, lose the iridescence through dyeing, or exposure to heat or exposure to acid. And I didn't know how it would behave. So therefore I took like half an ounce and dyed it before dyeing the rest of the braid that I had. So that was a test that I've done, and I'm like, well, this is amazing. And now brings me to the lamenting. Why can't you get bare yarn with just Angelina in it already? And there are a few things that I can think of and that I can wonder about that. One of them is a scale and a one of them is a scale issue. That usually, if with a lot of mills, if you want to get some bare yarn made, there's a minimum number of skeins you need. And so I don't know what the production of Angelina is like and the quantities that are available. The second thing is equipment, because not all equipment can spin all fiber types necessarily. So some mills may specialize in spinning a specific type of fiber. And so, you might have like one mill that will handle self-striping yarn and one that won't. And so this is why, like, for example, Knit Picks probably has different mills in different countries, because of just those mills will create the yarn that they want to make. And so therefore some like very special, like unique art yarn and blends could be harder to find, right? Or harder to find a mill that can source the materials that are required for it and also then spin it. So that is a factor. I mean, if there is like bare yarn with Angelina in it somewhere, let me know because I would be very excited. And then the other factor, which now I know that it survived dyeing really well, but if it didn't handle well with dyeing, a lot of mills are much more likely to dye the yarn after it's been spun versus before. And so, just because, again, of production lines and things like that. And so that could be another factor why that's not something that is available. And certainly it is available in more like spinning fiber, because a lot of times like in-house people are blending those versus in a much larger kind of mill or something. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I found, and then I opened, and I did after last week, I'm like, I don't know where it is. I found it. It's with all my other like awesome fun stuff that I get from like Paradise Fibers. There's holographic Stellina or Angelina, which like, just like the nail polish I love to wear, like if in the light it'll reflect like rainbow colors, which is so cool. But I hadn't seen that before. Or actually someone messaged me on Instagram and was like, hey, it exists. I know this Etsy shop sells it. And I was very excited. Very, very excited. And so these are all things that I guess come down to one of the reasons why I learned how to spin in the first place, because I was like dyeing my own yarn and really enjoying that. But then I saw like hand spun yarn and how you can like suddenly it was just a whole new way to play with color and to explore things that I could not achieve just by adding color to yarn that was already made. And so that was one of the things that really interested me in spinning, because it felt like an obvious next step on my color journey. And someday I'm going to get a blending board or something so that way I can play with that. I know Paradise Fiber shares these mesmerizing like Instagram videos of like, blending the fiber and then pulling it, and they'll even like quickly like spin a little bit by hand and just show. I would love to play with layering different fibers and probably ones that I've dyed on a blending board and going through and adding other fun things in there to just make like yarn that's that much more like unique and fun. Like that's something that definitely interests me. Just, I've got some space constraints. That's a reason. I'm like, I don't know where a blending board would live. Because I'm running out of places to put my tools. But yeah, so that's, it's something that like, I mean, if I could buy bare yarn that has this purple, blue, iridescent fiber in it, iridescent sparkle, to then, create something, oh, you can really see the like pops against the blue, to create something like that, like, that's just amazing and so cool. Now, is it easier to take something like this which has already been beautifully blended, and then dye it, or to dye your navy fiber and then blend the Angelina into it. I think it's probably a little easier to dye the navy fiber and blend the Angelina into it after you've already dyed the fiber. However, if something like this exists and I don't have any blending capabilities, I may need a lot of it, you know? And so that's just, it's so cool and so unique and so much fun. And to be fair, like I can't say that, oh, Paradise Fibers is the only place in the world that has something like this. Certainly, I have never seen fiber that is 30% sparkle before. That's not something that I have come across. You know, the Dyer Supplier has a silvery sock yarn that I think is 20% stellina. So that's jam-packed of sparkle. That's a very unique, very, very unique sparkle yarn. But again, I haven't found something like, I don't know. It's just not something I've seen before. And so when I see something that is unlike anything I've seen before, it's really, really exciting. And I know, like, as I see more things, I'm going to come across fewer things that surprise me. But Paradise Fibers consistently surprises and delights me, and they just make me smile, and that's a huge reason why I love and wholeheartedly endorse their Fiber of the Month Club. Now, I will also add, the Fiber of the Month Club is a really, really good value. I don't know how many ounces there was of this, but I think 1 ounce of this fiber is $9. And so this is probably at least, maybe it's 3 ounces? I should check. It's at approximately 3 ounces. And so that is, you know, of just this, and there was other fiber in the box. That's a really good value from just one of the fiber blends, and not even including the shipping and extras in there as well. So they really do give a good value in these boxes, and they put time and heart into them. And I mean, it shows. It really shows that they care a lot. And so I am just really appreciative of the fact that, I mean, it was a while ago now, years at least. I don't remember. I'd have to like look back and figure out the first unboxing. It was a July, but which July? That I don't know. Okay, now I have to look because I'm curious. Trying to look this up. Okay, so I was unboxing it in 2019. Okay, maybe I should just go to my YouTube channel. Okay, let's go to playlists. Where's the Paradise Fibers playlist? Here it is. And, nope, let's see. So, I think the first one was July 2018. So I've been opening these up for a while now, and for them to still like surprise me and come up with things that are new and different and exciting, and to have such a great variety, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. The Humbug, and I've dyed that one before. Yeah, that was a really, really good. The Humbug was I think two colors of like natural wool with, maybe it was just the 2 colors of wool. And it's awesome. I dyed that in the fall, I think, in a video. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy to support them. And yeah, I like to try to get, like, when I needed something for my rigid huddle loom, I bought it through them and stuff. And so they've been super, super nice to me. And yeah, someday I'll make it out there. Someday I'll travel again. Oh my gosh. Someday I'll travel and meet people, and that would be great. I feel like well, he's upstairs with Keith because sometimes he distracts me when he comes in. But it's funny because you would think he would be super used to me sitting talking to a camera because I do spend a lot of my day doing that. But I guess, I don't know if the software or the computer makes a different sound or something, but he's just more aware when I'm streaming. Yeah, the humbug was 2 colors of merino. Yeah, that was one that they, when I asked them for their acid dyes to review, they sent me a bunch of fiber and stuff as well. And so technically they sent me some more of that diamond sock, and I'll show you. The diamond sock blend. Okay, so this is the diamond sock blend that was actually like what I've dyed here. And this one is, I think it is 70%, it's 70% merino, 25% nylon, 5% Angelina. And so this is $24 for 4 ounces, which, oh, okay. I don't know why I was thinking the other one was so expensive, because this doesn't feel that expensive. But, you know, $34 is a fair amount more because there's a lot more sparkle in it. And so that's probably why. It's just so pretty, though. So pretty. So this is another one that I went and I bought more of it myself, like before the month was over. And then, yeah, when they sent me that big box, they sent me a little more of this. And I was just like, I finally have to dye it. But then I realized before I was going to go dye it, I was like, what if I destroy it? I was like, what if a reason why there isn't bare yarn with Angelina in it for dyers? What if the reason is that I would destroy it? I do think that there was one company, which I only heard about this because apparently they've discontinued it, but they sold a bare yarn with sequins in it. And I'm like, and I missed out on getting my hands on that to try. So that was a bummer. Travel, what is this mystery I speak of? Angie, Paradise Fibers is in Spokane, Washington. So, yeah. I've got, sometime at the end of the summer, I've got a wedding to go to in Portland. And I'm like, ooh, I'm in Portland. How far is that? It's far. Too far. It's like 5+ hours. And so I'm like, fine. If it was closer, like if it was within like 2 hours, I would have been like, okay, Keith boys, we're going for a drive. It's like a little field trip. But 5 hours would be a little too much of a detour. But someday. I'm going to have to like, okay, the icicle, no. The icicle was this one. But I love that, like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, ooh, nail polish. But that's like a thing. Like oh goodness, it was a couple years ago, maybe when Lucas was in pre-K, that I started to get excited about painting my nails again. So Lucas is in 2nd grade now, so 3 or 4 years ago. And I find the glitter and sparkle really soothing. Like I love, love, love glitter and sparkle. And so seeing, like, looking at some of the glitter nail polish, I'm like, I mean, obviously I'm not going to put nail polish on yarn, but I'm like, can I get yarn like this so I can make a scarf like this? And so very, very excited. 6 hours sounds like right next door. I know. It's just, it would be, yeah, it would be too far, and or else having to add like a, yeah. But, and also one of my first trips after not going anywhere for, our last trip was I guess about almost exactly 2 years ago. It was February 2020, end of February 2020. We went to San Francisco to see some of our best friends, and We decided that very last minute because Keith's birthday and our friend's birthday are 2 days apart. And so we have gone out there many times over the years to celebrate their birthdays in combo, plus because of February break. And I think we decided to do that fairly last minute. And I'm so glad we did because, you know, I haven't seen, like, I mean, their kids are basically like my kids' cousins, and we haven't seen them in 2 years. And that's really hard. Someday I mean, there's many places that I'd love to go. I've never been to Seattle either, and I'd really, really like to go someday. I'd really, really enjoy that. Okay, I maybe have been to the airport in Seattle once, potentially, if I'm now remembering correctly. It's possible when my dad took me to, like, when I was a kid, my dad took me to Alaska. And I think that we stopped in, although maybe it wasn't Seattle, maybe it was Denver. So I could just be misremembering. But yeah, Seattle is a place that I'd love to visit. Yeah. Oh man. Oh my God. What? Did my phone just auto? Somehow having my phone, I almost just like tweeted. Did I butt tweet? I somehow retweeted something. What? I did not mean to do that. How do I delete? Oh, undo retweet. There we go. I was like, somehow having my phone open, like with stuff going over it, I managed to retweet something, start to reply to a tweet with my, thankfully it was my Wordle results. But what? I don't even use Twitter. Like, I barely use Twitter, so therefore, I don't know. Did it do anything else? No. Okay. Well, that was creepy. Best time to come to Seattle is spring when cherry trees are blooming. Cherry trees are pretty awesome. But all right, I almost forgot. Speaking of fun things, I updated my shop yesterday. And so I added, phone is making so much noise. There we go. I added a lot of new yarn. There's even a little bit of fiber. And some stuff has already sold. But the other thing that I added are some new last minute lab partner listings. And so the main difference between lab partners and last minute lab partners is that if you become a lab partner, I have not yet started filming the video. When you go in, you pick a yarn base and then let me know some colors that you don't like, and then I'll design the video with you in mind. The difference between that and the last minute lab partner is in the last minute lab partner, I've already started filming the video. And so the options here are yarn bases again, but there's also a letter code. And so if you go into the video description, it'll tell a little bit about the video. So you can see some like hints about the colors, a hint of, oh dear, I'm highlighting everything, a hint of the technique in addition to the yarn base. And then if there's more than one available, it says that. So it's just like a different way, and therefore you can like know what the technique is in advance and help something jump the queue. And so those are the two different ways, but both types of lab partner listings are available again. And so that is exciting. It means that I've been filming a fair bit. And so that is good. Oh my gosh, when I was over here, I was not on camera at all, was I? Well, that is silly. Sorry about that. So yeah, let me see. I think some favorites include a video that is not yet out, but there's some fun mini skein sets. And we've got some, I have one skein left from the January-February dialogue. I'm very, very into that. And then I think another favorite, I guess the one I'm thinking of isn't there, but actually another favorite is this. I tried to make, when I use a yarn mop, I did that on just Wool of the Andes. And it was not a good yarn mop in that, because the dye didn't strike super fast to it, it wasn't good at wiping the color off of my gloves, but the yarn is gorgeous. So that's another one of my favorites from the shop update. But yeah, that's basically what I have been, basically what I've been up to. I've been doing a lot of editing, which means that's why we were able to get a nice big shop update. And so that's just been fun and good. But man, I have, so with my spinning wheel, I have yarn on my bobbins that I need to like wind onto. Ooh, could I wind it onto the skein winder? Maybe. I've got stuff that like they've been sitting on there long enough. The twist is probably set. I need to set that up and do some spinning. I was actually going through my stash of not just hand spun, but I was looking at like some of my hand dyed hand spun stuff to see, because I've been weaving and I'm like, I think I really want to weave with some of my hand spun yarn, but some of it I'm looking, I'm like, I don't know if I have the yardage. So I might need to do some kind of like scrappy fun thing and combine and do something wild and combine a lot of different of the like thicker things that I've spun and make some like really fun like wrap scarf thing. That's sort of what I'm thinking. And so, yeah, because I have a lot of hand spun, and I just remember like trying, like doing some things and trying to get as much yardage as I possibly could. And then there'd be a pattern I was interested in, and I'm like, oh man, I don't have quite enough yardage to do that. Like maybe I only have 200 yards, and that's not enough to do this cowl. And I'm like, oh man, what should I make with this? I don't know. And so now I'm like, I think I want to weave with it. And so I'm very excited. I know I like doing like a spinning. There's a few live streams that I've wanted to do and then just haven't for reasons or others, but I want to do a math live stream. Which really, I need to just pick a day and go for it now that I know Keith's schedule for the semester, and like, because I want to use his office. It must have been when the pandemic started. We hung a whiteboard in his office, so I could use his whiteboard, or he also has like a tablet that I could use. And so I want to do just like a long form, let's break down and do some examples of calculating depth of shade versus like your stock solution concentration and how you go about that. Because that was something some people said were interested in. And I'm now wondering if it makes sense to do it as a live stream, or if I should just do more slow form calculations with the whiteboard and have that just be pre-filmed. So I don't know. But that's something that like I've been wanting to do for a while. And then the other is doing some spinning or even weaving or something live streams and just like hang out and chat. I feel like that's something I used to do a lot more. And I'm not sure what changed, but certainly like in 2020, a lot of things changed and shifted schedules around. And so I think that like, yeah, I feel like I still just haven't been used to, okay, my kids have a regular school like schedule, and so I can like do other things. I feel like I'm still playing catch up. And now I'm like, I feel like for the first time in a long time, I'm like, man, I'm like filming a lot of stuff. I've got like a good chunk of videos available that I can edit, and like hopefully starting to get, because I used to be working a couple months ahead with videos. And lately, like, you know, yesterday I was editing videos for next week. And so I'm hoping that I can get like further ahead again and then give myself that space to be like, hey, let's just sit and spin today. So I am joining a knit along. And so I dyed yarn for the knit along that I'm going to do. And so I will be vlogging that as well. And I did film it fell on the floor. On Instagram, I shared a scarf that I just wove, and I did film some time lapse, and I have no idea how the footage looks yet, but I did film a time lapse of warping, some of weaving, some of hem stitching. I just did a bunch of time lapses for it, and so we'll see how that goes. That'll be a little bit different than normal content, but it was fun. Because I was having fun talking about it for a vlog, which I've done for my other weaving projects, but I wanted to do something slightly different to just mix it up a little bit. And yeah, I'm really, really excited. So, hello! But yeah, so I'm hoping to figure out how to just like shift, and like maybe then I'd figure out and be like, okay, this day of the week I might be my streaming day. But you know, it's just having to be prepared for everyone to be at home for a couple weeks has just meant planning stuff has been hard. Which it's not just us, you know, I feel like everyone is in that same kind of boat. Oh man, I don't know if this is just a Wegmans thing or this is available in more places, but it really, really makes me happy. And so, not sponsored or anything. It's like my end of the day, like a nice, like, oh, I don't actually need a snack because I just have like a tasty, like sparkling water. And so it's just a nice way to like relax. Maybe I'm weird. I'm not 40 yet, but maybe this means I'm about 40. Then I'm like so excited about just like non-alcoholic sparkling water. I don't know. But anyway, thank you all for joining and for listening to me talk about a lot of things. I have been having so much fun filming the videos I filmed this year, and I feel like I'm like on target. Like I haven't edited it yet, but I've already filmed the February Dye Pot PS episode. And so as soon as I get that edited, which I've got halfway through a video, I've got one more video I want to edit, and then that's third in the current queue. But yeah, I'm like, oh man, I'm like not rushing towards the end of the month to try to finish editing it. And so that feels great. That feels more normal, like end of 2019 level normal. And so that's feeling good. That's feeling really, really good. It's feeling so nice to just start to get into some kind of routine and stuff. And so, yeah. And I did start dyeing today for the SMS. Very excited about that. I actually was filming 2 videos for that because I've got a Dye Pot Weekly video, or yeah, it'll probably be Dye Pot Weekly that'll come out that week or whenever I decide to like have that happen, and like goes with the theme. And so I'm very excited, very, very excited. But I probably won't talk too much more about that until March. I'm still waiting on, there's something that I commissioned and it's in progress, and I'm not sure. I haven't had an update in a while, but I can probably check and see when that's going to come, because that sort of plays into the timing of everything. So, I'm very excited. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good week. Oh, I'm like approaching the end of my shawl, which I'm a little sad about because I've been enjoying that. And yeah, I've been so far, January not so much, but in February I'm doing a good job with my resolution to give myself time to like craft and make and stuff and even if I am vlogging it a bit, just because I'm having fun talking about it and sharing the things that I think are really exciting about some of these projects. But yeah, I hope that'll be fun. So your Valentine mystery package is taunting you across the room. You're trying to be patient. You can't wait for the SMS. Yes. So this year it'll be spring mini skein mini series. So yes, the 5 letters. I'm bumping it up to like it will be tentatively, the videos will be the end of May, because I think it'll be easier for me to not have it coincide with either, I guess this will be the 3rd SMS year. Yeah? No, it'll be the 4th. It'll be the 4th one. The first 2 I think I had sometime in July, and then last year I did the end of June, which coincided with the end of the school year, and so therefore like the beginning of summer, and so that was just a more hectic time. And so I think moving it earlier will help with some of that. And then I might do something tiny in like August, something very more like, I don't know if nerdy is the right word, but something that the appeal may not be quite as broad. I mean, the appeal for some people might be like the theme doesn't interest them. It's just they're interested in me. But it's something that I'm excited about. It's just a little more niche. So that's why I decided to divide it up. But I had a lot of fun putting the Valentine's Day packages together. And I should credit Paradise Fibers for getting me really excited about packaging, and having like stuff come in interesting packages. And so that was a reason why I was like, oh, I can like up the level of make it very obvious when it arrives what it is. And so I just had a lot of fun. A lot of fun with that. But anyway, all right, I think I'm gonna head out and probably go to bed. I went to bed really early last night, so I got 8.5 hours of sleep, and I'm feeling really good today. So that's been great, and so I think that I will try to do that again. And that is my plan. And then tomorrow, is tomorrow a dying day, or it's hard. A lot of times on Fridays, I try to edit. Well, or a lot of times on Fridays, I try to do like finishing of stuff because I don't want to have my stove covered in things cooling and stuff for the weekend. But yeah, and actually, I don't know who was watching. I was going to say, like, I got something really cool for Keith for Valentine's Day. I'll try to take a picture of it. I'm very excited. Oh, yay, Beth. I'm glad. Yeah, I tried to like, yeah, I know you like the stitch markers, and so it's fun. It's so much fun. And like, because like I like to sample different charms, and when I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do, then the thing that encourages me to do it is that when people get more than one of like a mystery thing, then I can do like, give some variety to the charms. So I don't know. It all just makes me smile. I have so much fun. And I did include like the Valentines and stuff in the video itself so that everyone can see like what I did. And so, yeah, it was a lot of fun. But anyway, okay, I'm signing off. I'm going to bed. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And again, a huge, huge thank you to Paradise Fibers for sending me the Fiber of the Month Club for free every month. It really, like, as I've said, I cannot speak more highly of it. And, you know, I think only rarely have I had something a little more critical to say. And they're just so kind and so thoughtful with every little detail that they put in. And that's just really, really cool. So again, if you're interested in signing up, I don't have a coupon code or anything, but I do have an affiliate link. And so it just basically tells them that I referred you, and then I get a little bit of commission. But obviously you do not need to click on my link. So don't feel pressure or obligation or anything. The packaging made you and the mail lady smile. Oh, yay. That was my goal. I thought like, man, if this can just add like a little more excitement and love and joy, that's like, you know, I'm like, oh man, if I could get people as excited for something that I sent as I do feel when I get like a Paradise Fibers package, then like that's kind of like what I've been channeling with like my own spin. So yeah. Okay, I'm going for real. Thank you so much for joining. Subscribe, all that jazz. And tomorrow morning there will be, I don't remember now if it's Dye Pot Weekly or Leave No Dye Behind, but there will be a video tomorrow morning. Good night, everyone. Oh, I didn't click it. Okay, good night.